It's not just about the physical stuff. It's saving my brain, y'all. What's up, my movers and shakers? Famous Ashley Grant here. Welcome to More Movement, Please, the podcast where I hope to inspire you to move your body more. Today, I want to talk about the gym as therapy. And I have mentioned this on the pod before, but I have to bring it up again because, y'all, it is that important to me. I love moving my body for more than just my body. I love moving my body for my mind, and it matters so much. And I want to talk about that because some of the people that I know, they have been dealing with issues that are kind of depressing. And I understand some of the woes that they're having. I've had people reach out to me about how sad they've been that they've lost work or lost clients or lost their entire jobs or, money's tight, groceries are going up. All kinds of negative things are happening. And I'm dealing with this myself. I've lost several clients because of AI. I've talked about this in the past on the pod that, because of the fact that it's so easy to type things into ChatGPT, someone like me who's a ghostwriter and a freelance writer, it's sometimes difficult for me to convince someone to hire me at the rate that I charge whenever they can pay $21 a month to OpenAI or Claude and get a pretty decent article. I mean, I'm not going to deny that some of the articles that come out, even though most of it's generic fluff, some of them are actually kind of decent. I can't deny that. I understand. But that's one of the reasons it's so important that I go to the gym. When I am focused on how much life can suck, that's when I know that much more I need to be moving my body. Because after a workout, I feel worlds better. It helps my mental my mental state. I mean, that's just the best way I can put it. I am nicer. I am nicer when I work out. I I feel like I have more of a clear head. I am able to make decisions more rationally. I'm able to listen. I'm able to focus. I'm able to get ideas that I wouldn't get outside of the gym or outside of movement. And it's kind of fascinating to me just how many exciting ideas and things that come to me while I'm working out that I didn't get before. I mean, when I tell you I have a list of more than 1,000 ideas, that's not an exaggeration. And then I would share the spreadsheet, but no, some of that stuff is stuff I want to keep private till I share it. But yeah, just when I go to the gym, it's like that's the time for me. That's the time where I shut the world out. I shut out everything that I'm supposed to worry about. Now, grant you, I was really bad about that today because I do have a little situation where I'm waiting on a payment that hasn't come, and you know, it's hard sometimes to not think about things that are pressing at home or at work. I'm not going to deny that sometimes things are are pressing, like they're an issue. But when I start moving my body, it's like it's like a brain reset. It's like turning a computer on and off again or closing an internet browser. It's like it clears everything. I feel so much better after I've moved. I feel so much better after I've sweated it out and suffered a little bit because in those moments, I don't really have time or energy to focus on anything but the work, anything but the exercise. And so it becomes what's the next what's the next movement? What's the next rep? What's the next thing that I have to completely focus on? And so the good thing about that is it keeps me out of my own head. And the reality is that if I get back in my head, that's when I risk injury. And I know that. Like even today, whenever I was worrying about the fact that I haven't received this payment yet, I was messing up a little bit on lifting the weights. And I caught myself and I noticed this. And so it was like, okay, time to refocus. And it makes me feel so much better when I get my head out of life and I get it into movement. And so I can honestly tell you guys that moving my body is the cheapest and best therapy I've ever had in my whole life. It is the best thing that I've done for myself. And I want this for you guys, not because I'm pushing an agenda, although I am. I want everybody to move their body more. I'm not selling pills. I'm not selling shots. I'm not selling hope. I'm just telling you that when you move your body, we were meant to move. And when you move your body, you open yourself up to so many positive things. I mean, they've even done science on this, studies on this, that you have brain cells that fire differently. You have neurons that fire differently. Your chemistry changes. Your brain chemistry does something different when you're moving. And the more of that you get, the more good feelings you get, the better. And of course I can't help but think of that hilarious, line from Legally Blonde where she's like, "Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people don't shoot their husbands." And I've often joked with my instructor Rhonda Good that there's no telling how many homicides she has prevented. And all jokes aside, though, the truth is that moving my body has done more for my mental state than anything else I've done. And I can say that without a doubt. Like, there's not a single doubt in my mind that moving my body more this past year has done more for my emotional and mental state than anything else. And y'all, I've done therapy. I've done a lot of therapy. Done a lot of self-work, a lot of self-reflection and all those things. But it's truly fascinating to me how much going to the gym and moving my body has helped my brain more than anything. I mean, more than anything in my life. And so I just want to encourage y'all, if you are looking for something that will make you feel just a little bit better about yourself, regardless of the state of the world or your finances or anything going on around you, try movement. I think you might be surprised as to just how good it's going to feel. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. Some of it's going to hurt. Some of it's going to make you so sore that you're going to be like, why did I do this? Why did Ashley tell me to move my body more? But the more you start putting in the reps, the more you start showing up, the more you start taking care of yourself and choosing yourself, the better you're going to feel. And I've done an episode on this before that it doesn't have to cost a lot to work out, and it really doesn't. I mean, look in your local community. You may find that there are free yoga classes that you can take. I mean, I know that my local library has done free yoga classes. They've done free tai chi. I mean, whenever I was living in Tampa, they used to have like free kickboxing nights or free Zumba days or, different things. And I remember some of the people that used to share coupons where you could get like 3 free days at different gyms. And I knew a couple people who would like rotate those passes and they would go and find all the free classes they could take. They would, you know, go to all these different gyms and all these places taking advantage of free offers. And there are also sliding scale fees at a lot of places, like the local YMCA that I go to here in Richmond, Kentucky. They have a sliding scale fee for people who can't afford to go to the gym. You just have to ask, hey, do you have a financial aid program? And then fill out an application, and I want to encourage y'all to not let finances be the thing that keeps you from moving, because even if you can't go to the gym, there's so many other things you can do to move your body. I mean, I've shared playlists before of YouTube exercises, YouTube exercise classes. I've taken a lot of exercises on YouTube, and YouTube is free. Yes, ads are a pain in the ass. I completely agree. But if you're trying to do it for free, hey, it's something you can use. If you can't access the internet, you can still move your body. There's all kinds of different, exercises that you can do that don't require a gym, don't require any weights, don't require any equipment. You can do jumping jacks. You can walk your neighborhood. You could, hell, I remember that. I'll never forget that article of the lady that was losing weight by walking just around her apartment. She had, I think it was something like 500 square feet, and she literally just walked around her apartment and she lost several pounds walking her apartment. So there's so many different things that you can do to move. And I mean, heck, just put on some music and dance around or start doing, wall sits and planks and jumping jacks and all kinds of different things. Or start, we did an episode recently about how you can use chores as your movement. Wash the dishes, fold some laundry, do some gardening. When you're moving your body, it doesn't matter how you're moving it, just move. I want you to move. And when you move more, you're going to feel better. It's about more than just physical fitness. It's about mental fitness, emotional fitness. And like I said, it's even helped me spiritually. I feel so much better because of working out. And so I guess if I am selling anything, I'm selling movement. Move your body. Onwards and upwards, my friends. Have you worked out today?